الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome back to my channel QHE Tajweed Rules of the Quran channel in English. Today, inshallah, we will go through the last lesson of introduction of the Tajweed, مقدمة التجويد. This lesson is very important lesson because this mistake I will explain today, it's very clear in all the nationality. Somehow, it's very clear on all nationality somehow. I will try to put my hand, inshallah, about this mistake today and explain some of the nationality, how this mistake happened with them and how they should to fix it, inshallah. So we will start together, inshallah, with our lesson, which is الامالة. What's الامالة mean? الامالة تعريفها هو النطق بالحرف ما بين الألف والياء الصحيحتين، وكذلك نطق الفتحة نحو الكسرة. Definition: sound between ألف and ya letter or make the fatha sound go to the kasra sound. Let's go together and try to make it more clear. If I imagine the alif is up, it's go up. When I say ba, ta, fa, so the sound is go up. My mouth should to open in that way all the time. What that way is? My mouth should to open this way only. In the way of a chin and in the way of the nose. Nose and the chin only. To sound right alif. Okay, letter ya, if I sound it, it's B, B. So my jaws, it's go down like that. You can watch yourself in the mirror when you say B, B, like you are smiling a little bit. But alif, it should to be up. No moving in the lips in this way. So alif, it should to be all the time up, not moving for the lips like you are smiling. It should to be not moving like you are smiling. If I imagine here this arrow, so the imala is changing the sound of alif, go to the sound of ya. I move the sound of alif, go to the sound of ya. If I imagine alif is this way and ya that way, so alif is so sound of alif is ba and sound of ya is b. What's imala is? Imala is means I take the sound of alif and go with this sound to ya. How I make it? Ba, be, 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 be. All these levels of imala. All of these is levels of imala. So I change the sound of alif, go to the sound of ya. One more time. I will do this sound one more time. I will start with the right alif and then I will try to make imala till I reach closer to the sound ya. Listen to it. Ba, be, be, be. All this is imala. And there is level in between, different between person and the other person. Why this imala happens sometimes? Because some student or because some people, their country language, it's with imala. It's with imala. So they use it. They used to talk with it. They used to hear it all the time. So their ear is not catch there is imala here. Here. And if you tell them you have imala, for example, it's very hard to for them to tell there is imala. Even some teachers, they have imala, yes. Even some students, they have imala, yes. And if they don't keep read it with one of the teachers, they will back for the imala very easy. How long I can avoid the imala or how long I can take to practice the imala and avoid it totally, it's a few days in front of mirror. Take it serious, you will finish it in few days only. It's not very long time to finish the imala. So if I imagine the green arrow here is alif and pink arrow is ya, so in between both of them but closer to the alif, I will have the first kind of imala and we call it little imala, imala صغرى. And this is not in the Hafs way at all. Hafs way doesn't have any kind of imala. Arab in the back, some of them, they have imala in their language, and some of them, they have no imala at all. Quraysh doesn't have imala at all. So in Hafs way, we don't have little imala. In Warsh, we have some. If I go more here with the alif to the sound of ya, I will have big imala, imala kubra, and the Hafs doesn't have any word in his way with imala kubra, big imala, except one word, we will know it right now. So between these two arrows, we can find different levels of imala. We call the little imala taqleel, taqleel. And we call the big imala imala. Sometimes the teachers use word imala for both. There is no problem on that, but if you want it with the right way, the first arrow, green arrow here, it's just the taqleel. Okay, so let's go here and see what kind of imala we have. We say we have little imala and we have big imala. Big imala in the middle of the sound between alif and ya, but it's more closer to the ya sound. Little imala more close to the alif sound than ya. Where is this imala? It's in all international people, all the nationality. I hear it everywhere. It's in the Pakistan, it's in the Indian, it's in Egyptian, it's in Syrian, it's everywhere. So some people have the opposite of imala, If we go for the picture here, some people have the opposite of it. Instead of ba, they say ba, ba, and this is more clear in Syrian and, for example, and Yemen and Saudi and Arabian. So they make it some places, not all the country. Some places of these countries, they make instead of ba, straight alif, they make it ba, ba, so they open their mouths too much. What I mean by that, if I draw a mouth here, it will be like that, up and down and sideways at the same time. So they open this way, up and down, at the same time they open the sideways. So they let the sound go everywhere, spread everywhere. Ba, this is wrong. This is what? This is wrong. And you find some teacher tells the student, open more. This is wrong. Alif, it should to be in the right position. Ba, and this is the right position. Not be, not ba. Both of them is wrong. So the middle between these two sounds, this is the right one. If I have imala, how can I fix it? Very easy way. Have a mirror in your hand and look on it when you sound the letters end with alif. And be sure your lips doesn't look like you are smiling. It should to be in the regular position, open only up and down, up and down, up and down, not sideways at all. Not sideways at all. So you have to be sure there is no smiling looking in your lips. طيب, some of the students, they don't have this smile and they still have imala. This imala is coming from where? It's coming from the jaw in the back. The two molars or the two upper and lower teeth when they meet each other from the back. These two upper and lower teeth when they meet each other from the back, they should to be medium open, not very close. If it's very close to each other, it will still sound the imala. Be, be. My lips is to completely right now, and it's not smiling, but it's still there is imala. Listen. Be, be. Why? Because my teeth from the back is closed. These teeth in the back, the molars in the back, it should to be open from each other, medium open, not too much, and it's goes ba. It's still wrong. not very close. B, it's in the medium. B. So I have to be sure my teeth from the back is open from each other. It's not close to each other. I have to be sure my lips is not looks like it's a smile. Very important question here, or very important notes here. Let me say it. Can the fatha have imala too? Yes. Fatha can have imala too for two reasons. Number one, it's the daughter of alif. So if the alif has imala, the fatha can have imala too. Like what? Like some non-Arab people read word alay. They say alay. This is wrong. What else? What's the other reason it can make the fatha has imala on it? Usually the alif sakina, it's preceded by fatha. So the one who read the alif with imala, he start imala usually from the fatha before the alif. Word qala. So if he's planning to make imala, not planning, and if it's come by mistake and make imala in the alif, usually imala will start from the fatha of the qaf. He will say qala. Okay, or for example, word sha. If he's planning to have imala, he will say she. So the imala usually start in the fatha before alif, if the fatha is followed by alif. If the fatha it's not followed by alif, it still can have imala because it's the daughter of the alif. If we go here for our word in the Hafs way, it's the only word in Hafs way, it has imala, kubra, big imala, majreha, not majrehe. Why? Because this alif doesn't have imala, the imala only in that alif. Majreha, majre, re, majreha. Okay, so this is the only word in Surah Hud, verse 41. Hafsa has imala on it. What's the sign of imala in the Quran? No vowel in the letter with imala, which is no vowel in the ra here, and a dot under the ra. Before, in the back, in some Quran in the back, they wrote it this shape instead of the dot. You can see that in some Quran. You can see that in some Quran. Both of them means imala on that letter. Warsh way, it has a lot of imala in his reading. Hafs way, he just have word majreha in Surah Hud. Inshallah, this point is clear for you, nothing hard on it. Because the imala of letter alif here, this ra, it will be muraqqaqa, majere, not majera, majere. Okay, so in the rules of the ra, this ra should to be mufakhama in the regular rules, but here it will be muraqqaqa because the alif is mumala, it has imala, so it will cause the ra is light. By this, our lesson for today is completely done. Jazakumullah khairan. To watch my channel QHE Tajweed Rules of the Qur'an channel in English. Be sure you practice this idea to avoid the imala. Imala is not right in the language, in the reading of the Hafs way. And be sure you read with a good teacher to be sure you don't have it. Alif is one of the letters you can catch mistakes on from your student on it very easy. So be sure you read for another teacher to avoid the mistakes you can get. For non-Arab, for example, one of their mistakes, not the imala only, they make alif mufakhama. They say ba, ta. This problem is coming from the middle of the tongue. They need to put it down and relax their tongue to sound it right. Instead of ba, they should to say ba. How they make it? The mouth open up and down only with the tongue in the regular position or in the relaxing position. Don't make your tongue go up in the middle. Inshallah, everything is clear for you. Jazakumullah khairan. To watch my channel again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.